Welcome back to what is going to be another outstanding school year here at River Ridge Academy. My name is Brian Ryman, and I have the privilege of being the principal here. I'd like to take just a few moments to introduce you to our administrative staff here at RRA. Miss Samantha Ford, she is our assistant principal in grades pre-K through second. Miss Casey Swafford, she is our assistant principal in grades 3 through 5, and Mr. Joe Skirtich, he is our assistant principal in grades 6 through 8. Parents, we have a few nights coming up that we call Get Ready Raiders. The first is Monday, August 4th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., where we will welcome our 5th through 8th grade students and all Montessori students and their families back into the building to meet their teachers. And then our next night is Tuesday, August 5th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. And that's for our pre-K through 4th grade students and their families. Lots of things that you can do on the evening of Get Ready Raiders. Of course, you can meet your teachers for this upcoming school year, but you can also pay tech fees, get student schedules, car rider tags, taking care of all those back to school things that need to happen before August 6th, the start of our 25-26 school year. Parents, I would like to take a few moments here to go through our back to school presentation to give a little information on what it's like to have a day in the life of a Raider here at RRA. The first thing is our school uniform policy. You can see the infographic there. Mondays through Thursdays, students are expected to wear collared shirts. They can also have a polo style dress. They need to wear pants or shorts, and those uniform colors are purple, black, gray, and white for tops. Bottoms can be black, khaki, or gray, and the polo dresses can be gray, black, or purple. Outerwear that is worn indoors. Sometimes our building can be a little chilly throughout the school year, and so you can wear outerwear, but it needs to be a single solid color that is a school uniform color, so purple, black, gray, or white, and they can have hoods on them. That is okay. But again, please make sure that you follow those rules. The big things with shoes, no flip-flops, Crocs, or slippers are not permitted, and footwear must be worn at all times throughout the school day. Fridays, we allow our students to wear RRA school spirit wear. You can see some options that are listed there below, but they're still expected to wear our uniform bottoms on those days. Morning care. We start our school day every day at 8:45, but students are able to arrive at the building as early as 8:15. But we do offer a program that is called RRA Morning Care. If you need that type of a service, students can be dropped off as early as 7:30 a.m., and that is in the RRA Media Center, which is on the side of the front of the building. There are signups that you can do on the night of Get Ready Raiders. You do have to make sure that payments are due at the first of every month, but that is a nice way to be flexible with your arrival at school. Morning car rider procedures. This would be for anyone who is brought to school in a car, and you are dropping them off from 8:15 to 8:45 each day. You will enter from the front of the building, and you will come through the car rider line. There is a cone that is right about here. And so just be prepared. This is our student drop-off zone. So at that time, it is great if your student is unbuckled, if they have their book bag, if they have everything, and they're able to exit the car. Parents, if you have car seats, please make sure that those car seats for students that aren't getting out of the car are on the left side of your car. And then that way your student that is getting out can easily just exit from the right side of the vehicle out to the sidewalk. New this year, this is an attention type of a thing. We've been having difficulty with the number of car riders that we have and getting everyone in the building by 8:45 a.m. And so we want our car rider line to run as efficiently as possible. So to do this, we're going to try something new. In the mornings from 8:15 to 9 a.m., when you have dropped off your student, or you have parked and now you've dropped off your student or you've taken care of school business and you're leaving the parking lot or you're leaving the car rider line, you're going to come to this stop sign here, and this is going to be a right exit only, and from 8:15 a.m. to 9 a.m. And our hope is that this will create a smooth flow of traffic out of the RRA car rider line and allow us to continually load our student drop-off zone. And our hopes is that we will be able to get everybody in the building by 8:45 a.m. each and every day. So again, look for that on the first day of school. It is going to be a right exit only when you leave the car rider line after morning drop off. Morning bus riders, students can be dropped off as early as 8 a.m. We will have bus riders held in the cafeteria until 8:15 a.m. where they can then go to their morning classrooms. The cafeteria, we have, once again, free breakfast option for students that starts as early as 8:15 a.m. And students must finish their breakfast by 8:45 and be back in their classrooms. Lunch also free. A free lunch is provided. Please make sure that you put your child's name on their lunch boxes if they're going to pack their own lunch and not get a free lunch. We typically get a lot of lunch boxes that are left, and it'll just make it efficient to get that back to your student. We do have a peanut-free table if your student has any type of a peanut or tree nut allergy. That is a location where they can sit with several friends that are also not going to bring peanuts or tree nuts to school, so we can make sure that it's safe for them. If you would like to come to school and eat with your child, that is always permitted. You just need to make sure that you sign in at the front office, and then we'll make sure that you arrive at the lunch for your student where you can eat with them. Fast food. We do not permit fast food to be brought to the school to be dropped off as a lunch option. If you are going to come in and eat with your student and you want to bring some food and share that with them, that is fine. But we do not permit fast food to be dropped off in the front office and then delivered to your student for their lunch. Absence notes. Please make sure that if your student is absent from school that we know about it. That will just make sure that everything is great with Ms. Saitkowski, our school social worker. And then so you need to make sure that these notes arrive to the proper location at school within 3 days. If it is not within 3 days, the student will be coded as unexcused, and we're not going to go back on that because we have certain truancy procedures that we have to follow, and so that we can be fair for all families and all students. We need those notes within 3 days. Please make sure that that documentation comes in to attendance, and that needs to be given to Miss McIsaac in the front office. A message to your student's teacher through Blooms, that's not sufficient. We need notes, and they need to be emailed in, and they need to come to Miss McIsaac, who is in charge of attendance in the front office. Students that are not in their classrooms by 8:45 each day will be marked tardy. So please make sure that you are promptly arriving to school and getting your students to school on time. Technology. BCSD is a 1-to-1 district, which means that all students K-8 will need to pay the annual technology fee of $20. This can be done online, or you can pay in person on the evenings of Get Ready Raiders. We will begin distributing devices to students on the first day of school, starting with 8th grade and then working all the way down to our youngest students. So please make sure that you have completed your Connect to Learn agreement form as a parent, and that you have paid your $20 tech fee per child that attends RRA in grades K through 8. We also have it's not new anymore. Last year was the first year that we implemented it, but we do have a Beaufort County School District personal electronic device policy. This basically applies to cell phones, smartwatches, those types of items. All personal electronic devices and communication devices must be turned off and stored in a locker, pocket, purse, backpack, or other non-visible secure location from the school start time to the school end time each and every day. River Ridge Academy, we've always kind of had a very similar policy. Our students did very well with this last year. So parents, we appreciate your support with making sure that we don't have any unnecessary distractions during the school day and in the learning environment. Dismissal. We will start our dismissal procedures at 3:40 in the afternoon. But by 3:15 p.m., We do not permit parents to come in and check out their students. So parents, just please know that if you have any doctor's appointments or dentist appointments or anything like that, that all needs to be done before 3:15 p.m. After 3:15 p.m., we're starting to get our procedures ready for the end of the day. And so we need to make sure that all of our transportation changes and dismissal checkouts are done before 3:15 p.m. RRA transportation at beaufort.k12.sc.us is an email that you can send about transportation changes. So please make sure that you use that. When you send in a transportation change request, we will verify that request and let you know that that is going to be able to be and happen that day. If you have a student that is in a Beaufort County School District high school sport, whether they participate for like May River or Bluffton High School, please let me know. There are practice times and things, and I know that you need some flexibility with that, and we can work out some dismissal arrangements should that need arise. Golf carts. Golf carts are a way that many of our River Ridge Academy students get to school, and it's fun and I get it and I like it. But we got to make sure that we're being safe and we're using the proper procedures. So golf carts need to use Raider Drive and River Ridge Drive. We do not allow golf carts to ride up and down our sidewalks on campus. Those sidewalks are reserved for students on bicycles, skateboards, walking, those types of things. Also, our e-bike riders. This is a new thing, but please make sure that those e-bikes are being walked when we walk them on the sidewalks and to off our campus and our property. Those things, they're pretty fast, and we're seeing more and more things with e-bikes. Afternoon car rider procedures. Every student that is going to be a car rider, they need to have a car rider tag. And so what happens is in the afternoon, you have your car rider tag. You will enter our campus right around this area here. It will probably be myself most days or Mr. Skirtich on some days. We will scan your car rider tag, and then that lets teachers in the classroom know that you are here to pick up your students. And they will then be dismissed out of classrooms where they will exit the building to the proper car rider loading zones. This is very important for car rider line. If you do not have your car rider tag, you will have to park in the parking lot and then enter the building to check out your student through the front office or students. If you have your car rider tag and it's been scanned, you will then progress down through the car rider line. And then we have certain loading zones to increase the efficiency of our car rider process. You can see we have the gray zone, which is where you will pick up pre-K students, the purple zone, which is K through 2 students, the white zone, 3 through 5 students, and the blue zone, 6 through 8 students. And the curbs are painted accordingly so that you know which zone to go into. So let's say, for example, you have a student that's a 3rd grader. You'll come down the car rider line, you'll stay in the left lane, and you'll bypass everybody in the blue zone, and then you'll merge in the white zone. But let's say you have students of multiple grade levels. Let's say you have an 8th grade student, a 5th grade student, and a 2nd grade student. So, should you stop in multiple zones and pick up? Nope. The car rider line in the afternoon is a one-stop shop. And so you will always just go to the zone of the youngest student that you have, and then let your older students know that they should also load in the zone of the youngest student so that you only have to stop in one zone and load all your students at one time. Afternoon bus riders, please be patient in the afternoon with our bus routes. We already know that we're probably going to have double routes, and so this means that it's possible that some routes might not get dropped off until possibly 4:40, 4:45, especially in those first weeks of school. So please be patient about afternoon car riders. We will do the best that we can to communicate any late bus arrivals or any delays in transportations, and we will communicate that through Bright Arrow. Our aftercare, in addition to morning care, we also offer the convenience of an after-school program from 3:45 to 5:45 each day. If you need aftercare, you can sign up, and we do have a snack that is provided. Students are able to go outside. There's time for academics. There's also time for crafts and activities. But please make sure that you sign up, and you have to pay accordingly so that we can make sure that our staffing is appropriate and we can keep running a productive aftercare program. As always, we love additional support for our school. So we have our Community Partners program. Benefits of community partners is a promotional opportunities for your organization. Depending on the tier or level of community partnership, you can get a banner in the gym, a monthly social media shout out, your company's logo on the back of our Fun Run and Color Run shirts every year. But if you have a business and you're interested in becoming a River Ridge Academy community partner, just reach out to myself or Ms. Catanzaro, and we can get you the proper information for that. As always, we love volunteers at our school. So if you are looking and wanting to volunteer at River Ridge Academy, please reach out to Ms. Catanzaro and we can make sure that you get that volunteer background check approved. Again, any type of a field trip like that, you need to have that volunteer clearance here at school. Raiders, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time and listening to our back to school presentation. Hopefully that gives you just some nuts and bolts, some good helpful information about the start of the school year to make it a smooth process. Let's have an outstanding 2025-2026 school year. And I can't wait to see all of our students back in the building on the morning of August 6th. See you later.